condemns star Kyrie Irving for tweet about documentary deemed anti-Semitic. CNN, because of course CNN needs to be heavily invested in what's going on in the sports world, right? This is mainstream news. This is American mainstream news. Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving on Saturday tweeted that he meant no disrespect to anyone's religious beliefs after the owner of his NBA team condemned him for tweeting a link to a documentary deemed anti-Semitic. I'm disappointed that Kyrie appears to support a film based on a book full of anti-Semitic disinformation. Nets owner Joe Tsai wrote on Twitter Friday night, I want to sit down and make sure he understands that this is hurtful to all of us. And as a man of faith, it is wrong to promote hate based on race, ethnicity, or religion. He added, this is bigger than basketball. Irving wrote in a tweet on Saturday, I am an omnist, and I meant no disrespect to anyone's religious beliefs. The anti-Semitic label that is being pushed on me is not justified and does not reflect the reality or truth I live in every day. I embrace and want to learn from all walks of life and religions. An omnist is someone who believes in all religions. The Star Guard tweeted a link Thursday to the 2018 movie Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America, which is based on Ronald Dalton's book of the same name. Rolling Stone described the book and movie as stuffed with anti-Semitic tropes. I'm going to play a clip next of Kyrie Irving today, actually responding to this question, because I think that he can defend himself better than anyone. And I think that his eloquence and his ability to speak truth to power is just so admirable. And I'm just so proud of him because he literally is like he's like a diamond in the rough. We got millionaires and billionaires and people that have all these accolades and all this fame and all of this success that don't have any courage. So he's a king amongst men, amongst mediocrity. But my point is, hands off Kyrie Irving. Touch not my anointed ones. Yeah, you're going to be able to get as many of them as you can. The ones who are walking through life blindly and going through with the flow and don't have minds of their own and aren't seeking any connection to a higher power and don't know themselves and don't love themselves and don't understand who and what God really is and what consciousness really is and how thought creates reality and consciousness creates reality. Those who are focused on self-governance, I, self, Lord, and Master, the Elohim. And it's funny that I see so many people making mockery of him and Kanye West. When they're on the game, they're playing on the field. You ain't even on the field. You on the sidelines commenting about what the people on the field are actually doing. They're playing on a high level. The game of life, not basketball, not music, the game of life. We're surrounded by cowards who don't have any courage, who don't have any conviction, who won't speak up for these children. Doctors and nurses going into hospitals that are killing people. Oh, did I say that? Damn. Can we strike that from the record? I didn't mean to say that. Damn it. I walked that back. I didn't mean it. Oh, I hope that doesn't become an issue. It's not going to become an issue. I'm claiming that. It is what it is. I'll put it up on my website if anything happens. There are some supreme beings on this planet. There's some angels on this planet. And this thing's only going to get be allowed to get to it, to devolve, because this is devolution that's taking place in the minds and hearts. The intelligence that is artificial is devolution. Elon Musk is a devolutionist. That's why, yeah, Kanye, we got to talk, because y'all keep bigging up these devils. You're in violation in a few ways, but I still love you. But we need to talk. Touch not my anointed ones. This is the time with all this conversation about who are the real people of God and all of this biblical terminology and all this, everybody's an expert, but nobody had anything to say for the last 3 years. I just find that fascinating. This is spiritual warfare. Can you speak truth to power? Can you stand on your square? Can you go against the grain? Can you stand up against the whole entire world being against you? You speaking your truth? You trying to be close to God? You trying to be authentic? You trying to figure it out? Evolve, expand, grow, create. That's what we're here for, not to work a 9 to 5 and pay bills. Making money is important, but our soul for our souls, Hands off Kyrie Irving, period. Hands off the righteous ones, period. Trying to censor us, trying to keep us from bringing truth to people, trying to keep us from letting people know what's really going on. Yeah, the devil is alive. I feel him breathing. Claiming money is the key, so keep on dreaming.
And it's a title given to Christ, Philippians 2:11. And my name translates in the Hebrew language as Yahweh. So I went on to Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what, let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh. So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh, that came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night. In terms of the backlash, or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody. And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion. I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions. And my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. Excuse me. I grew up in a melting pot, and I say a melting pot of all races: white, black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and you can see the way I live my life now. I'm not here to be divisive, so they could push their agenda. I don't want to say they, because I'm not identifying any one group or race of people, but I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community. And what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
Hopefully I'm understanding what you said, and I want to make sure I get it right, because I don't want to misquote.
I don't expect understanding from a media conglomerate group that sincerely talks about the game of basketball, and then we bring up religion as if it's correlative at times when it's convenient for people to bring it up. So please just be direct with your question, so we can move on from this and I can talk about the game and go home to my son Elohim and my wife Marlene. Okay.
Am I to take it that this was what you shared was not something that you've even watched? This was, you did watch it, or either watch it or read it.
I had a lot of time last year to read a lot, read a whole bunch, good and bad, about the truth of our world.
So then do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it. And I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so
we're in 2022. It's on Amazon, a public platform. Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I'm no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence I have over top of the adultery of, oh, you cannot post that. Why not? Why not? I don't hear an uproar on that. I'm not here to be divisive on what's going on this or that. I'm not comparing Jews to blacks. I'm not comparing white to black. I'm not doing that. That conversation is dismissive, and it constantly revolves around the rhetoric of who are the chosen people of God. And I'm not here to argue over a person or a culture or religion on what they believe. No, this is what is here. It's on a public platform. Did I do anything illegal? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I do anything illegal? Did I hurt anybody? Did I harm anybody? Am I going out and saying that I hate one specific group of people? So out of all the judgment that people got from me posting, I just, without talking to me, and then I respect what Joe said, but there has a lot to do with the not ego or pride of how proud I am to be an African heritage, but also to be living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. So I'm not going to stand down on anything that I believe in. I'm only going to get stronger because I'm not alone. I have a whole army around me.
Kyrie, while we're on the topic of promotion, why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said?
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults. And it's true. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post. And it's funny, and it's actually hilarious, because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book.
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
Put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me me in front of
it out there, people
title?
Are going to say that you are
promoting. Put it out there, just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
okay.
It's not
you put things out there for a living, right?
Right, but my stuff is not.
So let's move on.
Filled with anti-Semitic.
Let's move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing that.
Another human being. I can post whatever I want. So say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that
I don't have to understand anything from you.
It's not me.
Nothing.
By posting
no people that you're making up, bro. Move on.
But by posting
move on. Next question.
Anybody
do you guys have any more questions?
And they're going to say,
you guys have any more questions? Because this is going to be a clip. This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
But you're not answering the question.
This is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Kyrie, basketball related.
You see that demonic frequency? Straight energy vampire. And that frequency is coming up in the spirits of people that we know and love. Nagging at your spirit, nagging at your decisions, nagging at your truth, nagging at you wanting to live your life a certain type of way and govern yourself and not be a slave to the insanity of this world. That's that demonic energy that just was in that all over that demon asking him those questions. It was so antagonistic. It was so disrespectful. And it was so indicative of a lot of what America stands for and was built on that people like Candace Owens won't address. Has she ever addressed it? I don't know. But I'm just saying, the greatest lie ever told is about George Floyd. Girl, bye. I'm waiting for one person to ask or to bring up a substantial point that's being missed out of this whole conversation about who are the real Jews. What's the condition in Israel right now for the Israeli people? How many of us actually know what's happening there? The citizens of that land, what are they dealing with? How's the health? How's the Jim Jones juice agenda? I think these are good questions since, we're trying to decipher who the true people of God are. I don't know. Maybe this is relative.